Welcome to DerekWeaver.com. In this video, we will demonstrate the assembly and use of the WMJ2 Motorcycle Wheel Balancer Adapter Kit using a W957 wheel balancer. When you receive your WMJ2, it will come packaged in a box similar to this box. When you open the box, you'll find the WMJ2 user manual. There will be a small package that contains the distance gauge extension, the WMJ2 shaft, cone, and spacer assortment, and your 2 Allen bolts for the wheel clamp. And last, the wheel clamp. To install the WMJ2, you will need a 15mm combination wrench and a 6mm Allen head. Install the wheel clamp by placing it over the stub shaft. Line the holes in the flange with the threaded holes in the wheel clamp. Insert your Allen head cap screws. You'll have to tighten the cap screws alternately until the wheel clamp is flush with the flange. Now we will demonstrate the mounting procedure using the WMJ2 Motorcycle Wheel Balancer Adapter Kit on the W957 wheel balancer. It is important not to damage the industry standard 14mm shaft on the MJ2 during the mounting procedure. Start by expanding the wheel clamp to its locked position. Choose the correct cone size and verify the cone fits in the ID of the wheel. Place the first cone on the shaft. Now we will place the wheel on the shaft. Note this wheel does not have a drive mechanism or a caliper. In most instances, the wheel can be balanced with those components installed. Carefully slide the wheel onto the shaft. Place your second cone on the shaft. And then you place spacers on the shaft to take up the additional space. Place the thumb screw on the end. Tighten it until it's snug. Release the lock to engage the clamp. Release the second lock to engage the clamp. Now we will demonstrate the balancing procedure. To begin the balancing procedure, we must place the wheel balancer in motorcycle mode and static balance mode. Now we will enter the 3 dimensions: distance, diameter, and width. Now we will obtain and enter the distance dimension for this wheel. Pull the distance gauge out, touch the pointer to the bead of the wheel. Note the dimension. On this wheel, it's 88 millimeters. To enter the distance dimension, use the DIS plus or minus. Change it until the distance matches what was on your distance gauge, 88 millimeters. To obtain the wheel width, place the width gauge on the bead of the wheel. Note the dimension is 5 inches. Use the BR plus or BR minus button to adjust the width dimension to 5 inches, as shown here in the outer window. The final dimension is the diameter, which can be found stamped on the sidewall of the tire, 17 inches. Enter the diameter using the DIA plus or DIA minus key, 17 inches for this wheel. Now that we have properly mounted the wheel, entered the 3 dimensions, distance, width, and diameter, shut the hood to begin the spin cycle. Once the machine brakes, the spin cycle is complete. Raise the hood and rotate the wheel until all of the LED lights to the left of the outer window are lit. At this point, we want to place a ½ ounce of weight somewhere across the width of the wheel. Prior to affixing stick-on weights, clean the wheel to ensure the weights adhere. After you have properly positioned your wheel, you can add your stick-on weight at the 12 o'clock position, as seen here. Because this wheel assembly has been balanced in static mode, the weight can be positioned anywhere across the width of the wheel while maintaining the 12 o'clock position. After the weight has been applied, we verify the wheel is balanced by running the wheel through another spin cycle. To initiate the spin cycle, simply shut the hood The wheel will spin. After the wheel is braked and stopped, we see that the machine no longer requires weight, which tells us this wheel is balanced. The optional MJ1 has a 19 millimeter shaft and is 1 inch longer than the MJ2. The MJ1 is recommended for tire sizes larger than 180 millimeters, as well as heavier wheel tire assemblies. The MJ1 comes with a 19 millimeter shaft, 1 set of cones that will do up to 2-inch axle, spacers, and a shaft extension. Thank you for using DerekWeaver.com for all of your automotive equipment needs.